Dear students, in last class we practiced calculating the number of protons, electrons and neutrons from the representation of an element as well as the atomic number and mass number. Okay, now addition to that, after that we need to know what is electronic configuration. What is electronic configuration? So basically the electronic configuration means the arrangement of electrons in different cells or orbit of an atom of an element. Okay, say for example this diagram shows the different cells with orbits and orbits, cells or orbits. Say for example at the center we know that we have got the nucleus in which we have got proton and neutron, and outside the nucleus we have got different orbits. Okay, we have got different orbits. Now over here the maximum number of electrons in one cell is calculated by the given formula 2n square formula. Okay, we'll come across that formula how to calculate, where n means the number of cells. Say for example if this is the first, the value of n will be 1. If this is the second one, the value for n will be 2. Like that it goes on. Okay, similarly the first one, the first after the nucleus, the first orbit that is present or cell, we call it the K cell. Then L, M, N, O, it goes on. Okay, so you have to remember this. This is the nucleus. After the first one is K, L, M and N. Okay, now what is the number of electrons that each this orbit or cells can accommodate is given by the formula 2n square. So we have got a table over here which has helped us to calculate the maximum number of electrons in each cells. Say for example if it is K cell, the value for n will be 1. So by putting the formula 2n square, it will come as 1 square, so it will be 2. So that means in the K the maximum number of electron we can put it is 2. Okay, that means in the first cell we can put 2 electrons. In the second, similarly, when n equals to 2, that is L cell, the value for n we can replace by 2, so it will be 2 square. 2 square will be 4 into 2, 8. That means in the next L cell we can have 8 electrons maximum. Similarly for n equals to 3, we have got M cell and the total number of electrons will come as 18. Similarly with n equals to 4, the total number of electrons will come as 32. Now when you write down the electronic configuration, we follow this order. First K, and the maximum capacity for that is 2, L8, M8 and N8. So over here if you see that over here in the table we have mentioned M has got a maximum capacity 18, but here we have 8. Similarly N 32, here 8. The reason is that when you write down the electronic configuration, we follow the octet rule. Do you remember octet rule? For an atom to be stable, it must contain 8 electrons in the outermost except the first one. That will be very stable electronic configuration. Because of that, this L, M and A will have 8 electrons. Okay, now we'll see how we have applied this order. Now for writing the electronic configuration of this first element, that is hydrogen, with atomic number 1, mass number 1. So from here to here we have already seen atomic number, mass number, how to calculate number of protons, then how to calculate number of electrons, then number of neutrons. This we have seen already in our previous classes and we have practiced a lot. Okay, now over here, now we need to write down the electronic configuration, the term that we discussed just now, electronic configuration. So electronic configuration is written on the basis of the number of electrons. Okay, you have to remember that it is always written on the basis of number of electrons and not protons and not neutrons, only electrons. So electron number is 1, and electronic configuration when you write, we follow this order as we said. This K first, so and K can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons. So in this case, since we have got only 1 electron, then the first orbit K will have 1 electron. Fine. So this we call the electronic configuration. Now the electronic diagram for this, what you can do is we'll draw the electronic diagram. So for drawing electronic diagram, what you need to do is, this is the nucleus, and inside the nucleus we know that we have got protons and neutrons. So from this we have calculated protons and neutrons. Proton is 1 and neutron is 0. So 1p, that is proton, and 0 neutron, so that is present in the nucleus. And after that, as we know the different orbits after nucleus, we have got the first orbit, that is K. K cell. Okay, and K cell, in this we have got one electron, so this will be with one electron. Okay, you can represent it by E minus. Okay, you can represent it by E minus. Got it? So this is how we can write down the electronic configuration of hydrogen and the electronic diagram for it. In a similar way, you'll do the questions that follows over here. Thank you.